Welcome to the Child Care Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you are a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Child Care Director's Chair.
Hey guys, it's Erica here with the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. I have a super lot of energy today, so I'm sorry if my words start to get tongue twisted because I am in hype mode right now. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I probably ate way too many carbs, way too many sugars, and I'm probably not the only one, right? There's a good chance you're chilling out on your couch right now with a book in hand, just relaxing. And I hope that you are. I hope that you take this 4 days to replenish, pour back into yourself, get that massage, which I'm getting one on Saturday. Get that massage, book time with family, friends, a bottle of wine, whatever makes you relax. Go for a walk, go for a hike, go for a swim, whatever it is that replenishes you and brings you joy. Remember joy? And I want you to do that for the next 4 days. But then comes Monday, and it is time to work. January is coming in hot, and with that comes one of the highest enrollment surges of the entire year. Families make resolutions, parents recommit to routines, and suddenly everyone realizes that they need childcare like yesterday. This is a moment when your center can go from scraping by to finally breathing. Every tour counts. Every family matters. Because let's be honest, every tour you close is a difference between making payroll comfortably, buying new materials, bringing in that extra support staff that everybody's been begging for, upgrading that curriculum program, or even getting that transportation van that you've had your eye on. And here's how to squeeze every drop of that opportunity out of the next 30 days. So let's get into it. These are my 10 favorite tips. Number 1, polish your curb appeal. First impressions are your silent sales team. January families are stressed, they're freezing, especially if you live in New England, and they're trying to make decisions quickly. So when they pull in, the first 30 seconds are going to set the entire tone. Do you have clean walkways? A clear drop-off area? Maybe a cheerful sign. Even a small welcome families touring this week board can really make it feel magical. And you want your parents to think, well, they're organized and they're ready for us. So here's a quick tip. Add a January warm welcome table in your lobby with hot cocoa packets and maybe a small parent resource area, because those tiny touches equal big impact. Second thing I would say is script your tour like a pro. No more winging it. Even if you've been doing tours for thousands of years, I want you to be strategic and reflective and think about it. January is just not the time to waste, right? And you don't want to just do fly by the seat of your pants. You need to have a consistent flow. You want to highlight must-see areas in your school, a few heart-melting stories about your teachers and the kids in your program, and have clear answers for the top 5 parent concerns that are asked to you frequently. And a scripted structure doesn't mean like a robot. It just makes it relatable. And families feel safer when they see that you are confident and you are intentional. Number 3, I would say, is showcase your teachers like the rock stars that they are. Because honestly, I could tell you firsthand, families do not fall in love with buildings. They fall in love with people. And good thing for me, because I don't have the fanciest building on the block or the newest building on the block. But I promise you, we close about 95% of our tours. As you walk through, make sure that you're pointing out longevity of your staff. You're pointing out credentials. You're pointing out special strengths, like maybe Miss Maria is our social and emotional queen, or Miss Charity is bilingual and teaches the children Spanish on Tuesdays, and real moments that are happening in your classrooms right now. Showcase that, because parents feel connected to the teachers, and when that happens, that sale is basically done. Now, you also want to build a tour-ready classroom kit. Get every classroom prepared for tours every day. That's tip number 4. You want to have a quick, tidy checklist, a warm greeting script. All teachers better be acknowledging those families when they walk in the room. And don't forget the child. I actually remember having a tour. Little girl's name was Anna and Johnny, but I had Anna first. And I got the tour, and the mom said it was between me and another center. And they said that the other center was a little bit newer, a little bit more, in terms of the construction, a little fresher, and it was a new center. And she said, I looked at the two, and the thing that pushed me over the top was you acknowledged my child, and the other center acted as though my kid was not even in the room. And that was the thing that sold her. Again, not the newest building, not the shiniest widget. It's the people. Also, keep a clipboard with the day's activities handy, so when you're showing folks what's going on in the classroom, you can show that we are professionals and we're not babysitting, that we are teaching and how we're teaching, and explaining a little bit of the activities that they're seeing the children do right in front of them. And make sure the kids' artwork is displayed proudly, add their pictures to it. It really just gives that personal touch. And be very mindful of the smell. No lunchtime funk smell or diaper smell. This consistency allows you to jump into a tour at any moment without scrambling. Tip number 5 is drop the price talk. Sell the value instead. When families lead with what does it cost, flip that script immediately. Safety. Talk about your safety features. Talk about the relationships and the opportunities that families have to engage in your program. We have a community calendar, and I oftentimes will go through the calendar with the families and explain, what we have going on right now. And I always make a joke and say, you're going to get invited to more birthday parties than you ever want to. And it's true. We have a really tight-knit community. Families make friends and stay friends way beyond years of the time that they're in your program. At least that's my experience anyway. What about you? I'd love to know in the comments below. Let me know, do your families stay with you and stay together way beyond the years that they're in your program? I'm lucky enough too. We have a school age program, so I'm able to see those families long after they've graduated from our preschool program. So let's not, focus on the price. Talk about your curriculum. What makes it special? Talk about the teacher quality. Do you have CDAs in your program? Do you have college students? Do you have teachers with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees? You want to share all of that with families. How do you communicate with families? Definitely now, parents, if you don't have a communication app, you're already behind the game there. How can they reach you in live time? Especially those ones with the babies. They love knowing the baby just ate, the baby slept, the baby just had their diaper changed. That's really, really important for the families who have really young kids. And then maybe talk about the routines and predictability, because remember, that's a lot of reasons why people bring their children to us in the first place, especially the stay-at-home families. They're looking for socialization. They're looking for routines and predictability for their child. So just keep this in mind. Parents don't choose the cheapest program. They choose the one that feels safe, that feels warm, and most of all, feels worth it. Now, tip number 6, you want to create urgency without being pushy. January tours close faster when you 1, show the actual number of remaining spots. 2, you walk parents through the enrollment process so they know when they leave, if they haven't made a decision on the spot, what does that look like? 3, you can schedule their start date right during the tour. 4, send a follow-up email within 2 hours after they have left your building. Even if they enrolled. If they enrolled, we're excited to have you as part of our family. And if they didn't enroll, we're excited and looking forward to having you be part of our family. Parents who are ready to enroll shouldn't wait for a seat. They really do make their decisions pretty quickly, so just make it simple for them. Number 7, follow up like it's your job, because guess what? Honey, it is. Most centers lose families in the follow-up. Have a 3-touch system ready. Same-day email recap, next day text follow checking up, and the 3rd day check back to answer any questions. Stay warm, stay friendly, and most of all, stay visible. Now, if they toured 2 centers and you followed up and the other center didn't, but you have the same pricing, pretty much similar programming, similar stuff across the board, you won just by following up. So I'm going to take a little drink here. Number 8. Anyway, it's not the time to be shy. Market everywhere. Google Ads, Facebook groups, Instagram Reels. Shout out to Steph. She's our social media manager. She does all of that for us. But showing what's going on in your classrooms. Referral programs, parent testimonials. Start a new year, new start campaign. The more visible you are, the more tours you book, the more enrollments you close. Tip number 9, get your team involved in a January sales energy. Host a tour season huddle and share why January matters, why every closed enrollment, why that's important to the program, how they play a role in every tour, how families choose based on warm interactions. And when teachers understand that their impact, their engagement will skyrocket. And number 10, this is a season that sets the tone for your entire year. Whether you want to add more staff, you want fuller classrooms, you want a wait list by spring, money for new toys, or that extra van, maybe even just better staffing ratios. It all starts with tour conversions in January. So if you wait till June, you lose half a year's tuition. If you wait till August and you don't run a summer camp, you lose even more. This is your moment. So show up, get prepared, and close that deal. So this has been the Child Care Directors Chair podcast. Again, I hope you have a great, amazing 4 days off. If you're listening to this on Friday, really pour into yourself. Get that massage, do the face mask, go for the jog, do all of those things. Clear your mind and your head, because Monday, it's time to work, baby. See you on Monday. Thank you for tuning in to the Child Care Directors Chair podcast.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Child Care Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sacoccio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.